What's up, KK? Oh my god, let me start over. And don't mind me right now because it's late. And I don't know why I just end up recording late at night. It's just something. Oh my gosh. My hair is a mess too. But anyways, don't mind me. I'm recording late tonight because I don't know, I just decided to record late. And I always like recording late for some reason. I don't know why. It's like during the day, I be taking care of the kids. So it's like, I don't really have time to like record sometimes. But, yeah, but let me start over. What's up, spiritual squad? Don't mind my freaking hair. But I'm back with another video, right? And so today's video, I decided that I was going to talk about meditation. Disclaimer, I'm not... Okay, look. I know how to meditate and stuff, but I haven't really took the time to meditate for like a while. But I'm trying to get back to like... I've just got so... Like, listen, y'all. All I gotta say is it gets hard when you're doing your day-to-day lifestyle or whatever. But sometimes you have to find like some free time, because you do have, everyone has some type of free time regardless of how long it is. Everybody has some type of free time. So even though your daily life is very hectic and you feel like you don't have the time to do certain stuff, just take the time to meditate every day for about 15 to 30 minutes, because it really does like calm your nerves. It, you know, some people get irritated fast and stuff, but that really calms you down. It makes you worry less, if that makes sense. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to meditate, right? And I wrote some things down, even though my daughter ripped it up, but I wrote some things down because I was watching this video and it was basically telling you everything about meditation, and I just took like notes. You know when you go to school and like they tell you to take notes about important things, and that's what I did with that. So basically I took notes to kind of take notes for myself so I can meditate the right way. And I took notes to let you guys know how to meditate. And the last thing I'm going to be telling you guys is how I ended up like some good things that was my experience after meditating for like maybe, I think I actually meditated for a long time, but I just recently stopped meditating like that because I don't know, I just my life is, you know, a little hectic. You know, I got 2 kids, so yeah. But anyways, so basically meditating, when you meditate, you have to, a lot of people think meditating, like, you're not supposed to think about anything. Like, it's supposed to be a blank, you know, mind, or like you're not supposed to be thinking about anything. And that is definitely not true. That is definitely not how you meditate, because at the end of the day, your brain is always thinking of something. Your brain is always thinking. Just like when you're like sitting down and you're bored, you're always thinking. Even if you're doing something, you're thinking of like what to say. Like, say you're having a conversation with something, your brain is always running. That's basically my whole point. Your brain is always running, so there's no way to stop your brain from like really thinking and stuff like that. But you can decrease the amount of thoughts that you get, especially negative thoughts. What meditating really is to decrease all the negative thoughts that you think in your daily life that brings you down, that stops you from achieving your goals and stuff. So what you want to do when you're meditating is you want to welcome your thoughts. You want to, if your thoughts are up and running, just let them up and run, right? If that makes sense. If it doesn't, okay. But one thing meditating is that everybody doesn't realize is awareness. Meditating is being aware of the thoughts that are coming into your mind and that you're thinking about. Like, there could be like 10,000 thoughts in your mind when you're meditating. So basically, meditating is being aware of your thoughts, just like you're being aware of your surroundings. When you're meditating, you can be listening to all your surroundings. Like, say you meditate outside, you're listening to nature, like the birds chirping, the wind blowing, whatever. You're just aware of your surroundings and you're aware of your body. And what you want to do is be aware of everything, right? So what you're feeling and the stuff around you. And your thoughts, of course. Limiting your thoughts equals learning, basically. Like I said before, like, meditating is not to stop you from thinking, because your brain functions 24/7, except for when you're probably sleeping. But even when you're sleeping, your brain is still functioning because you're dreaming, right? So it's just, you're resting, your physical body is resting, but your brain is still thinking, if that makes sense, right? It's still dreaming, basically. So your brain is always working. It's just like, you know how PlayStations have rest mode? That's basically what your brain is doing when you're sleeping. You're in rest mode. But it's still up and running. You know, when you plug your charger in, it's still charging. It's recharging your energy. So basically, when you're sleeping, I should leave that for another video. But yeah, basically, your brain is your physical body is recharging its energy to function. You know what I'm saying? So your brain is never not like up and running. It's just resting. But yeah, when you meditate, you want to limit the bad thoughts that come into your head, like, oh, I can't do this, or oh, this is ugly, or oh, this, or whatever pissed you off today, or the next day, or last week, or last year, or 2 years ago, or 10 years ago. That's what will be coming into your head when you're not, when you're meditating. And then another thing I wrote down is thoughts become your friend and are welcome, which equals no thoughts. So basically, when you invite thoughts, when you're thinking, your brain doesn't like to be watched. So basically what you're doing is you're listening and you're watching your thoughts. You're watching your thoughts just do its thing, right? So basically, your thoughts, especially negative thoughts, keep that in mind. Negative thoughts. Let me not say thoughts in general. Let me say negative thoughts. Negative thoughts don't like to be watched, basically. So when you're watching your thoughts doesn't like it, because it wants you to act on your thoughts. It wants you to act on your thoughts. It doesn't want you to watch it, because when you watch your thoughts, it's like, okay, well, I know this is a bad thought, so I shouldn't be thinking that way. So I'm going to change my thought process. When you meditate, you learn how to change your thought. You know what I'm saying? When you think bad things like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do this, I'm not going to do this, all that bad thoughts, you can change that around. A lot of people can't change that because they don't know how to meditate, or, you know, whatever the case is. But basically, yeah, that's what I mean by that. So basically, knowing when you're knowing something, it's awareness. And awareness equals pure. So basically I wrote knowing equals awareness, and awareness equals pure. Another thing I wrote was we have awareness. We have awareness. We have to recognize awareness, maintain it. So basically, you always have to recognize awareness, because I watched that video and a lot of people said they don't know when they're aware of certain things or whatever the case is. And you're aware of everything. If you're listening to something, like say you hear something in the background, you're aware. Like, so I hope nobody really thinks they're not aware of anything. But yeah, so we have to recognize awareness equals maintain it. So basically, we like I said earlier, you have to change your thought process by meditating. It says don't block emotions during meditations. So if you're emotional during meditations, let those emotions run, because what you're doing when you're blocking emotions, especially I know a lot of people that block emotions, and then when people block emotions so much to the point where their emotions burst out, basically. So meaning, like, say, have you ever been mad at someone, and then you go to work or you go hang out with your friends and you take your anger out on them? So basically that means that you have bottled in your emotions so much. It's like, see this bottle right here, for example? Okay, so the water in here is an example of your thoughts, your negative thoughts, and your emotions. If you keep bottling in, so you're putting the water in here, and your brain or whatever the case is, you cannot like bottle up your emotions and your thoughts, because if you bottle them up too much, it's going to overflow. So basically your emotions is going to burst out one way or another. Even if you're not aware of it, your emotions are bursting out. So basically meaning that when you go out somewhere, you tend to like take that anger out on other people and stuff, and that's not good, you know? So basically what you want to do is you want to be aware of your thoughts, let them do its thing, so that you could be better. You could be, you know what I'm saying? Like better. Or you know how to handle it better, you know, especially anxiety. For those of you guys who have anxiety, meditation is key, okay? Another thing is connect with little pieces of emotions or awareness and then move up. So basically that meaning, like I said, you want to connect with little pieces of your emotions. You don't want to connect with a whole lot of them and then be filled up with all of these emotions, and then it's like, oh my gosh. So basically you want to connect with little pieces of emotions, then move up to, you know, okay, I'm aware of this. This is what hurt me, or this is what is not doing so good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, my thought process is this. I don't like that. So let me change that for better and stuff. And you go to the next thought process that you've had that day, and you change that up, and you see how to turn that bad negative thinking into positive, basically. Another thing, it says meditation equals relaxing, and relaxing equals meditation. So when you're meditating, you're relaxing your brain. You're relaxing your brain. It's kind of like a rest mode. Like I said again, your brain gets to rest for a little bit, so it can be aware of the thoughts that it's thinking, and it can decrease that thought and stuff. And relaxing equals meditation. So when you're relaxing, you're meditating, you know. So when you're laying down to meditate, if you want to meditate, you can either, you know, a lot of people think that you have to have your legs crossed and be like this when you're meditating. You can do that if you want, or you could be laying straight down. As long as your spinal, I don't know if I'm saying that right, if your spinal, your spine and all the way up is, you know, straight. It doesn't have to be all the way straight, but as long as it's straight and your eyes is closed and you're relaxed, that's how you meditate and stuff. So a lot of people meditate different ways. It all depends on what you're comfortable with. So basically, negative emotions will decrease as long as you practice. And practice equals no emotions when meditating. So basically, like I said, when you're meditating, it decreases the amount of negative thinking that you do, or the negative thinking that you think, you know. So that's a good thing. So basically, I feel like that's it for the video, because the rest of the notes broke, and I basically kind of did the I forgot how to, I don't even know how to speak right now, honestly, because I'm so I'm not really tired, but I'm tired. But anyways, thank you guys for watching my video, and that's it. Peace.